Have you ever wanted someone to text you first, but then ignore the message when it finally arrived? Wanted connection, but also wanted to be left alone? It sounds contradictory, but psychology says it's more common than you think. Some people don't avoid others because they dislike people. They avoid people because connection stopped feeling safe. After enough disappointment, misunderstandings, or emotional pain, vulnerability starts to feel risky. So instead of opening up, they pull back. Not because they don't care, because they're trying to protect themselves. Many learned early that depending on others often led to frustration. So they stopped asking for help, stopped expecting support, and started handling everything alone. Now, even when they're struggling, they say, "I'm fine." Not because they are fine, because relying on people feels unfamiliar. Others aren't avoiding relationships. They're avoiding shallow ones. Small talk drains them. Fake energy exhausts them. They don't want attention from everyone. They want honesty, depth, and emotional safety. And because real connections feel rare, being alone sometimes feels easier. Highly observant people often struggle with this the most. They notice tone changes, awkward pauses, forced smiles, and subtle shifts in behavior that others miss. Their minds replay conversations long after they've ended. Eventually, avoiding people feels easier than constantly overthinking them. But here's the difficult part. Many people who keep their distance secretly think about connection more than anyone else. They want deep conversations. They want loyalty. They want someone who understands them without making them explain everything. Yet fear keeps getting in the way. Often, this pattern begins after betrayal, rejection, abandonment, or emotional hurt. The brain starts linking closeness with pain. So they crave connection while expecting disappointment at the same time. That's why they sometimes pull away when relationships start becoming meaningful. Not because they don't care, because part of them is already preparing for the possibility of being hurt. If this sounds familiar, it doesn't mean you're cold or antisocial. It may simply mean you're emotionally tired. Tired of fake connections. Tired of explaining yourself. Tired of getting attached and feeling let down. But psychology reminds us of something important. Isolation isn't always healing. Sometimes healing begins when you finally find people who make you feel safe instead of anxious. Because even the people who enjoy being alone still want a place where they can truly belong.